I'm here on Miss Gill. She set for a bond today, and
Is she in
so
custody?
she is. Yes, Your Honor. And she has one pending felony, but she already has she's out on a bond for that one already. She just has no bond set in this case.
I see bond sets. I see the FSGI is at 1,000. Yeah.
Okay. I talked
It
to
must have just gotten set. I don't know.
Okay. Is it a PR bond?
No. It's a
Okay.
shirt.
Okay, then if we could review it today, is that possible?
Absolutely. Do
Okay.
you mind, Deputy Etchigon, do you need a translator?
No.
Do you mind me bringing up Miss Gill? All right. Good morning, Miss Gill.
Good morning, Your Honor.
I wanted to bring you out because we're talking about you, and it's only fair that you get to hear what's transpiring since these are your cases.
Yes, sir.
I want you to know, I don't know anything about your case. All I know is that you've now, as of 3/26, yesterday, you picked up a failure to stop and give information. What happened? Or, well, hold on. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. Okay.
On March 25th, 2025, officers were dispatched to 15357 Wallaceville Road in Tarrant County, Texas, regarding an FSGI call. Upon arrival, the officer spoke with the complainant, who stated that she followed the defendant after the defendant's vehicle hit her twice and failed to stop and give information. The complainant stated that she was driving southbound on the East Sam Houston Parkway, and the defendant failed to drive in her lane and sideswiped her, causing the vehicle damage to the right side panel of the defendant's vehicle. The complainant stated that she blew her horn several times for the defendant to stop, and the defendant refused. The complainant followed for approximately 3 miles to 15242 Wallaceville Road, and the complainant and the defendant exited their vehicle, and the complainant told the defendant that she hit her vehicle and needed insurance information. The defendant then told the complainant no, and that she was getting something to eat. The defendant went inside the business, exited, and then entered her vehicle and attempted to drive away. The complainant blew her horn several times to get the defendant to stop and told her the police were coming, but the defendant ignored the complainant. The defendant then began to put her vehicle in reverse and proceed backwards, hitting the complainant's vehicle a second time.
Hold on a second.
The
Did you
So are you
catch
telling me
that?
that now it was
According to
intentional?
the allegations, this isn't just a
The
simple
complainant
traffic
moved her
accident
vehicle
anymore.
to
The
avoid
judge is
being
hearing
hit and
claims that the
followed the
defendant
defendant.
not only left the
The
scene,
complainant
but may
flagged the
have
police
reversed into the other
down
vehicle
to
a
identify the
second time.
defendant as the person
If
who struck her
prosecutors can
vehicle.
prove
The
intent,
estimated
that
damage
dramatically
from the
changes how the
complainant was
court
around
views public safety
$4,000,
risk.
and the defendant
What do you
stated she
think?
didn't stop
Was this a
because she was hungry
misunderstanding,
and
or
colored.
does this sound like someone
And what?
escalating a bad
Color.
situation?
Color.
Yes, Your Honor.
Can you look up to see if she has a valid Texas driver license?
Yes.
Ms. Gill, I'm going to find that there is sufficient probable cause to go forward with your case. Not only are you on a felony probation for assault of a peace officer, not only are you on felony probation for injury to a child under 15, but you pick up, after both of those, an evading arrest in a motor vehicle, and now an FSGI. I am taking away your privilege to drive. You will now be signing an affidavit with me today, promising me you're not going to drive. I don't give a rat's behind what your excuse is. If I find that you drive in violation of this affidavit, I will have a contempt. I can have a contempt hearing. I can have a contempt.
After.
Finish.
I'm so
please.
sorry.
Finish.
I'm a commercial driver.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
You, if you do have a CDL,
Sorry, that is correct. She does have a valid CDL.
are held to an even higher standard because of that CDL. You now have a total of 4 open cases, one of those being this FSGI and an evading arrest in a motor vehicle. I am taking away your privilege to drive. If I find that you do, I can have a contempt hearing. You can be facing an additional 6 months in jail and a $500 fine. I truly am at a loss with the attitude.
Okay.
Truly.
Okay.
In this case here, not only do we have an FSGI, but it's also alleged that you backed up and hit the person intentionally. Because allegedly hungry and covered. So now, this is an affidavit, and I hope that you take it seriously. Because if you don't, there will truly be disastrous consequences. Ms. Gill, I want you to understand that I'm going to do
This
everything
is
in
one
my
of the most
power to
revealing
protect my
moments of the
public
hearing.
at all
Notice how the
costs.
judge keeps coming back
Do
to
you
one
understand?
issue,
I
protecting
understand
the
you, Your
public.
Honor.
Bond hearings aren't supposed to determine guilt or innocence. That comes later. Instead, the
May I
court is
make
asking
argument for
a
a PR
different
bond, Your
question.
Honor?
Can this person safely be released while the case is pending? And based on the
She's made a
defendant's
bond
prior
in the felony
cases,
already.
probation status, and the
And
allegations in this incident,
even with
the
the
judge is clearly signaling
affidavit to
serious
not
concern.
drive, I expressed to her that that was a possibility of a bond condition. I've spoken with her. She has family members who can help her get to and from court. She's a single mother of 2 children. She has lived at this address here in Houston for the past 5 years. She lives with her mother. She lives with her younger brother. Has lived in Harris County her entire life. And she has, in these felonies, she's actually applied to be put in mental health court because during this incident and the felonies, she was unmedicated and she has a history of mental health diagnoses. And so as a client of the Harris County Public Defender's Office, we have every intention of getting her treatment for those mental health issues. But she's already made a bond in the felony, and she is willing to abide by any condition that this court will impose on her. It's down to the difference between $0 and $100. And
So I appreciate your argument. She's technically, you are right on bond. My feeling is that these felony courts probably do not know that she has now picked up this case yet. So I don't know what, if anything, they're going to do when they do discover this. I find, Ms. Goucher, right? Is that what, Ms. Goucher? I really appreciate your argument going to bat for her, but I think with her demeanor, her attitude, her reckless and wanton action on the road is that you are a danger to the public, and your bond is now set at 1,000, and I'm going to raise it to 5 because I think that you really are a danger to the public, and your attitude shows us and tells me that, hey, I'm going to do what I want to do, and that's it. And that's always, I mean, really,
don't say anything.
how many people died this weekend on the road because of the reckless and wanton actions? All we want are our streets to be safe.
You're not helping me, Your Honor. You're not helping
Don't say
me.
anything.
I'm struggling. I'm a single mom, and I've been struggling with the courts for years already, and I'm tired of this. Okay? I was beat, okay, in front of my children, and I was thrown on the ground like an animal, okay? And I'm tired of this. I'm tired of all of this, okay? In front of my children. My children have trauma, okay? And I have no insurance for the medication, and I have not been on the medication. I'm trying to get the insurance to get on the medication.
Ms. Gill,
Okay.
I understand that, but at some point, your actions become your own, right?
You don't understand. I'm colored. You don't understand me. You don't understand me. If I was a different color, you would. And it's true.
That's so
It's
not.
so true. It's so true. And you know this. You know what I'm talking about.
I call out discrimination when I see it on a daily basis, ma'am. I don't care who it is. I don't care what color. If they're a small farm animal, I don't care. I
Now
call
the
it
hearing takes an
when I see
emotional
it.
turn. The
The only
defendant is
thing-
arguing that
'cause I
race,
don't know.
personal
The
struggles,
way I get to know
trauma,
these
and mental health
people.
challenges are
And
influencing
they
how
tell
she's
me
being
what happens
treated.
in the case.
Meanwhile,
And from
the
what I
judge
see
is
here
insisting
and what
his
has
decision is
transpired
based
here within the
solely
last
on the
10
facts
minutes.
presented in court.
Really?
These
Officer
moments
Harris
are
did not read
often
me my
most
rights.
difficult because they
Well, I
highlight
will
the
let-
They've
tension
been
between
mishandling me like
personal
this for years
hardship
already,
and personal
okay?
responsibility.
I have the right to tell
Let
you
me know in the
this.
comments.
And I'm
Do you
telling you,
think
she
the
did
judge
not read me
handled
my
this
rights.
exchange
She just
fairly?
shoved me
Or should he have
behind
given
the
more
her
weight to the
the officer
circumstances she described?
the officer car. I did not get a voice to speak out anything.
Yes.
She just brought me to jail.
You guys speak about that. I'll tell you, look, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna leave your bond at $1,000 now. All right? I'm not gonna raise it to 5, but I can't continue to give you a PR
Terminated
bond.
from employment too.
Listen,
Okay.
do not drive. It's the only thing I'm asking you to do.
I'm a commercial driver.
Don't pick up a new
Yes,
case.
sir. Yes, sir.
And just, all right. Come on. Justin. I didn't want you to leave because I know you've been waiting.
Oh, no. I heard here, his appearance, was required today. We submitted the mitigation packet. I just submitted it. I've been waiting to hear back from Blaze on some things.
22 and 23.
So, all right,
But he said, go ahead. I showed him what we had. He said, go ahead and send that. He's still gonna have the conversation with those guys about the other
so
things.
you haven't sent it back.
No, I've sent it. He should have it. Yep, I sent it to all the appropriate people.
So we'll give you a couple weeks. I'll waive it for the next one because we're just gonna get a response, okay? If he's approved, then
I'll
he's gotta be
here.
here. So we can do a
Okay.
TRAS. Okay?
Oh, right.
So if it's not approved by the next 2 weeks and it's still in limbo.
I'll let you know. Okay.
The only reason we'd have him come is so we can start moving, right? So if it's approved, then we need him here so we can do a
Would
TRAS.
you be able to do like a T-Raz that day, like a walk-in?
Yes,
Okay.
we'll send him and do a walkthrough. Well, that's why we have him come so we can just get it right done.
Yeah, no, it's a hardship for him.
Pick a day, 2 weeks, and then waive it.
Gotcha.
It's not it's
In limbo.
still pending.
Yep,
If it's no, or if it's yes, then he's gotta be here.
gotcha.
Okay,
Thank you, Judge.
have fun.
Here on Mr. Jermaine Mallard.
Said Mallard?
Yes, sir. I wanted to approach about his bond conditions to see if we can get those amended. Currently, he's required to do the random drug and alcohol test. He has a GPS monitoring with the curfew from 9 to 6, and he has a scram device. I wanted to see if he could get the GPS monitor removed and have the curfew removed. He does work. His work hours are from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., sometimes 8 p.m., depending on the day. But he also needs time to travel to and from work. He also supports 4 kids.
Time do you want?
I'm sorry.
What time do you want again?
I was asking for it to be removed.
I mean, it's a DWI second. It's got, I need to do a deeper dive. So if you want to give me a second, we can talk further, but I've got a waiver real quick. Let me help him out and then I can do a deeper dive. I put it on there for a reason. It's only been, not even 2 weeks. So let me do a deeper dive to see why, because I don't remember.
Yes, sir.
I don't remember anything about the case. So if you don't mind, please.
On March 1st, 2025, at approximately at 11 p.m., the officers were dispatched to a 911 call regarding a motor vehicle stopped on the road with a male in the driver's seat passed out at the 300 block of North 8th Street in Harrison, Texas. The officer observed the defendant's motor vehicle stopped on the road facing the wrong side, forcing multiple motor vehicles to drive around the defendant. The officer observed the defendant's engine on, with the defendant sitting in the driver's seat, appearing to be sleeping or passed out, with the motor vehicle in drive and the defendant's foot on the brake. The officer observed an open container of.
Come up, Mr. Mallard. Just kind of rewind about
Sure.
3 sentences, please, when he's up here.
All right. Officer observed the defendant's motor vehicle stopped on the road facing the wrong side, forcing the motor.
Going the wrong way down the street.
Stopped on going the wrong way, yes. Forcing multiple motor vehicles to drive around the defendant. The officer observed the defendant's motor vehicle to be on, with the defendant sitting in the driver's seat, appeared to be sleeping or passed out. The motor vehicle was in drive with the defendant's foot on the brake. The officer observed an open container of Bacardi rum, a 750 milliliter bottle, approximately 10% full, sitting in the front right passenger seat. The officer attempted to wake the defendant unsuccessfully, which led to the officers being